8 countries that have refused foreign aid. 1. Morocco. Morocco was hit by a devastating earthquake in September 2023. More than 2,800 people were killed. Foreign agencies scrambled to offer assistance, but the Moroccan authorities weren't willing to accept it. Morocco allowed rescuers from only 4 countries: Britain, Qatar, Spain, and the UAE. Tunisia, Algeria, France, Germany, Italy, and Canada were turned down. So was the United Nations. Moroccan authorities say it's based on careful assessments. There's only one major road. Too many vehicles and people would be counterproductive. 2. Eritrea. Eritrea is one of the world's poorest nations. It's also one of the most authoritarian states. Eritrea has only ever had one president. Isaias Afwerki has rejected numerous offers of aid.
We need this country to stand on its 2 feet,
he said. Afwerki called African countries that rely on foreign aid crippled societies. That was in the mid-2000s. Today, 69% of Eritreans live in abject poverty. More than 60% of the population doesn't receive enough food. 3. Soviet Union. The Great Famine of 1932-33 killed millions of Ukrainians. Around 13% of the population starved to death. This was a deliberate communist policy. Joseph Stalin needed Ukrainian grain for exports. He set draconian quotas for Ukrainian farmers. Stalin wouldn't admit the famine. When word got out, foreign organizations offered help. The government refused, insisting it had more than enough food. This resulted in a genocide known as the Holodomor. 4. United States. In August 2005, the Gulf Coast was struck by Hurricane Katrina. More than 1,800 people were killed. The damage was in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The federal government's response was widely criticized. U.S. allies offered it $454 million in cash. $400 million worth of oil was also offered to be sold for cash. However, officials in Washington refused most of it. They said they had no way to distribute the aid. Of the $126 million they did accept, nearly half remained unused. 5. Turkey. Turkey was hit by a major earthquake in February 2023. It caused widespread damage, over 140,000 square miles. 14 million people were affected. Turkey did accept foreign aid from some countries, but it categorically refused to allow in rescuers from Cyprus. Turkey does not recognize the Republic of Cyprus. 6. Philippines. Between 2016 and 2022, the nation was led by Rodrigo Duterte. The president was criticized for human rights abuses, but the Philippines relies on foreign aid for development. Its largest donors are the US and Japan. The European Union also played an important role, but in 2017, Duterte refused further EU aid. He turned down a $280 million package. The reason? European criticism of human rights violations. Duterte said he was protecting the Philippines from foreign influence. 7. India. Devastating floods engulfed entire towns in Kerala. In 2018, the UAE offered $100 million to help the recovery. The Indian government refused. They insisted they had enough domestic resources. But Kerala officials said it was a political decision. They accused New Delhi of punishing Keralans for supporting the opposition. Back in 2011, India tried to wean itself off British aid. Foreign Minister Nirupama Rao said it was due to the negative publicity of Indian poverty. 8. Zambia. Zambia is one of the world's hungriest nations. Yet it exports hundreds of tons of corn to Europe. In 2002, the U.S. offered genetically modified seeds to Zambia. They would have allowed it to increase crop yields, but Zambian officials said it would contaminate their corn. Today, 48% of Zambians are malnourished.